Hello, everybody. My name's John. So I left you that message. I also want to leave you another message that I'm going to bring something up that's very important regarding this crisis that they were going to bring up with this electrical. So I have a business card in my hand. I had to take classes here, and I originally got licensed eventually, but it took time. So I have this business card right here. This school I went to, but I didn't stay there for that long because I did the rest of it in another union upstate. So I'm going to bring something up that I'd like to bring up that's very important to me. We have laws. Okay, this is a very important book. And this is a very important book. And this person is very important regarding a lot of theories that I had, which are true. And I like to bring this book up because it's very important, because a lot of the military people and even the fire department, EMT, they brought this book up in a lot of instances about bravery and honor. So I'm going to bring up a universal law that's going to be established. That's written in stone. That's originally was supposed to be done by Moses, but I'm going to use it because the original Holy Scriptures explains this into depth. Okay, so you have this book, which is very important to a lot of people, The Art of War. There's a thing about false accusations regarding this electrical power grid system. Number one, under no circumstances in the European market, under my ancestors that happen to be related to the Gutenberg family and Rothstein family, are you allowed to build an electrical plant system that is going to make it where it's not communism, it's a new world order or a government-run facility where businesses have no freedoms. Under no circumstances, under the international standards for the financial reporting, the IFRS, the original one, not the EAA, the IFRS that has to do with the standards. The original laws state you have to have continual education. It is done also with the AICPA, the FASB. I could ridicule that, but I will bring up the GAAP. They are required under Department of Education and even the education of the original government, just similar to which is the United Kingdom. You are not allowed to mandate people to buy things in which it is not hard. You're making the government, which has to do with the citizens, which the British people, and there's the British people like us, there's the Irish, and there's the Italians, there's the Greeks, and there are other people like the Koreans and the Vietnamese, and like Vietnam, and all these places that are very important, like Korea and all these countries. I'm going to state this with an absolute fact. I'm doing the chop technique because of my ancestors, because of my family that's related to the M family in Sicily. You are not going to build an electrical facility. We do not have the system. You are not allowed to do it. Cybersecurity experts throughout not only our states, United States, but British states as well, mandated these laws where you have to have continual education. You do not have that. So there are rules like ethics where the Treasury Department, certain Treasury Department positions, just like the Office of Inspector General, just like the Secretary of State, which has to do with the government, you have to have continual educations on ethics and compliance. These are the policies and procedures. It is in the fire department in the FDNY. You have to have policies and procedures of ethics. So I'm going to state this on behalf of a lot of people that I know. We are staying with gas. I, John, invented a device that we're going to be permanently using. We're sticking with gas. And all of these gas companies, they have my full permission to use my resources or any possibility. And this includes the original Hess position, the Hess gas station, which happens to be Speedway, just like Costco, which happens to be very important to me. And these gas companies and Costco and many of these businesses, you have my full permission to use me in any way possible. If you want me to be a sponsor, I will do that. But under no circumstances, and I'm going to say this, you are not bullying my community. And these Costco people, just like Speedway and gas, we like gas. We are sticking with gas. We are not using electric. I'm not condoning electric. But you're building stuff because most of people like me, Valerie, Victoria, and Margaret, we designed a lot of this stuff when we were kids. And it was stolen from us, and they're not allowed to do this. It's like social media. There's a person in Facebook that he knows me just like Edward Snowden knows me, just like the original person called Steve Jobs knows the fact. You do not steal patents, and you do not get away with it. And Mr. Gates, I'm going to state this again. You're not allowed to be building pesticides or any antibiotics and medication. That goes for Whole Foods. You are in very big trouble right now, and I'm going to hold you to a higher standard because your father, who happens to be my relative, would have told you the same thing. It is completely unacceptable, and you're accusing people of doing stuff, and Steve Jobs built the Microsoft Office. He patented it, and you really, I'm going to say this, you really insult the Apple community and Microsoft and IBM. I am very ashamed of you. Yet again, you break rules just like Google. But the difference between Google and Alphabet Land, they know the rules and they do not play games. And what do you guys do? What do you guys do in IBM, and what do you guys do with this artificial intelligence? You just slap it in the face. And that's not right. I'm upset because you're doing things that you're not allowed to do. And artificial intelligence, which is very important in World War II times, would have told you you cannot make bioengineered devices like glasses or artificial foods or artificial meats without a thing called the policy and procedures with Department of Agriculture, with the FDA. The FDA, you are required to be under the DEA's oversight. There's an oversight committee with the DEA. And I'm going to state this, Mr. Gates. Your dad would tell you the same thing. You are not allowed to be building things that you have no idea what the heck you're doing. And it's enough. And another thing, there's going to be a special committee set up for oversight for accountants and financial advisors. It's going to happen in also these other countries, including the Albanians, including the original Yugoslavians, which is now Macedonia, which is a very important thing. And all of those people, I'm going to state this with the hand chop technique. You are to respect them. Do not insult them. They went through hell with this Holocaust and World War II. The war is over. I defeated you. You pack up ship. And you show, another thing too, you show the Tate family respect. If I ever have to listen to Tate or his kids or cousins yelling or screaming again, unacceptable. completely. And Daniel, who you're related to, you show you put the weight, you use me and I'm going to you. You put the weight on the world that the rules have to follow, the Holy Scriptures, the Jewish, the Christians, the Muslims. We're here to work together. We're not here to fight. And it's enough. Enough is enough. The Lord God has spoken. And I like God. And I like Yahweh too. And these people are very important. And you do not play games with them. I will not. I will sit here and I will not tolerate nonsense ever again. Thank you guys. Have a good day.